Friends, we've been invited here today to share with Tyler and Alena a most important moment in their lives. In the time that they've gotten to know one another and loved one another and committed to one another, their love has continued to grow. And today they make the decision to live together as husband and wife. It's a big deal. The Bible talks about this connection in the book of Mark, chapter 10, verse 6. It says, "But God's plan was seen from the beginning of creation, for he made them male and female. This explains why a man leaves his father and his mother and is joined to his wife. And the two are united into one. Since they are no longer two, but one, let no man separate them, for God has joined them together." You know, today we're here, we've been invited to celebrate with you guys as you promise to face the world together in whatever it's going to bring. Today just starts the first chapter of many chapters to come. Tyler, Alena, I want you guys to know that nothing is going to be easier than saying these words you're going to say to one another here in a few minutes. There's not a whole lot of things that are harder than living in day after day. See, what you decide today must also be renewed and redecided tomorrow, and every day that stretches out before it, that you continue to be husband and wife. There's something that fuels this along, and that's love. The Apostle Paul does a great job of describing the importance of love and what love should look like in the book of 1 Corinthians. He says this in chapter 13. He says, "If I could speak all the languages of the earth and of angels, but didn't have love, I would only be a noisy gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and I can understand all of God's secret plans and possess all the knowledge, and if I had faith that can move mountains, but I didn't love others, I would be nothing. If I gave everything I had possessed to the poor and even sacrificed my body, I would boast about it. But if I didn't love others, I would have gained nothing." And he goes on to say, he says, "Love, it's patient and it's kind. Love is not jealous or boastful or proud or rude. It does not demand its own way. It is not irritable. It keeps no record of wrongs. It does not rejoice about injustice, but it rejoices whenever the truth wins out. Love never gives up. It never loses faith. It's always hopeful. It endures through every circumstance." Before we go any further, I'm going to ask you guys to do something a little bit different. And Alena, if you will, you can go ahead and pass your beautiful bouquet off to your bridesmaid. And I want you guys to face each other. And Alena, I want you to hold Tyler's hands, but I want you to do it, it's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to ask him to keep his palms up, and you put your hands under his. And the reason why I want you to do this is because as you look at Tyler's hands, I want you to see that these are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you through the years for a lifetime of happiness. These are the hands that will countless times wipe tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow and tears of joy. These are the hands that will comfort you in illness and hold you when fear or grief fills you. These are the hands that will give you support and celebrate with you in all of your accomplishments. Now, Tyler, I want you to hold Alena's hands in yours. I want you to hold them palms up so you can see the gift that they are to you. See, these are the hands that will hold you as you struggle through difficult times. These are the hands that will comfort you when you're sick and console you when you're grieving. These are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you through the years for a lifetime of happiness. These are the hands that will support you as she encourages you to fulfill your dreams. Because together as a team, everything you wish for can be realized. At this time, we're going to witness you guys saying your vows to one another. And Tyler, we're going to make you go first. So Tyler, I'm going to ask you to repeat this after me as you say these vows to Alena. So you're going to look at her, but you Believing that God has brought us together.
Believing that God has brought us together.
I take you, Alena, to be my wife.
I take you, Alena, to be my wife.
Before God and these witnesses,
Before God and His witnesses,
I promise to love you and be your faithful husband.
I promise to love you and be your faithful husband.
I commit my life to you.
I commit my life to you.
To share in plenty and in want.
To share in plenty and in want.
In joy and in sorrow.
In joy and in sorrow.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
To serve Christ together as long as we both shall live.
To serve Christ together as long as we both shall live.
Now, Alena, I'm going to ask you to repeat after me as you make your vows. Believing that God has brought us together, I take you, Tyler, to be my husband. Before God and these witnesses, I promise to love you and be your faithful wife. I commit my life to you, to share in plenty and in want, in joy and in sorrow, in sickness and in health, to serve Christ together as long as we both shall live. At this point, you guys are going to exchange rings, and we're really hoping that Ty brought them. They're beautiful, by the way. You know, the rings are a symbol in a couple different ways when it comes to marriage. And there's something to be remembered even beyond this day. See, the rings are circular, and they represent the unending love and affection that you have for one another and the vows that you make today. And they're also made of very pure and precious materials. And it speaks to the value of commitment that you're making to one another. And so, Tyler, I'm going to let you go first. I'm going to let you take Alena's ring. As you place it on her finger, I'm going to have you repeat after me. Alena, I give you this ring.
Alena, I give you this ring.
As a symbol of my love and commitment to you.
As a symbol of my love and commitment to you.
Alena, I'm going to let you go next. So repeat after me. Tyler, I give you this ring. As a symbol of my love and commitment to you. Tyler and Alena, we have heard your promise to share your lives together in marriage. We recognize and respect the covenant that you've made. It's not the fact that I'm a minister that makes this real, but the fact of what you've said and done in front of your friends, family, and in the sight of God. For as much as Tyler and Alena have consented together in holy wedlock and have witnessed the same before God in this company, by the authority committed unto me as minister of the gospel of Jesus Christ, I declare Tyler and Alena husband and wife. The ordinance of God and the law, in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Whom therefore God hath joined together, let no man separate. Tyler, you may kiss your wife.